Without you, now I'm broken. Without you, now I'm broken. Now I'm broke. Without you, now I'm broken. Now I'm broke. Without you, I'm broken.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the new setup. I mean, I've always had this room. This room has always existed, but now this is the first time that I'm actually using it for something other than sleeping. Because at some point here soon, my partner is going to be moving in, so we've moved my computer. Well, Katie came over and helped, and we've moved it into my bedroom. So I still have where I'm going to be doing like VR, where I can be creative, and it gives this room more of a purpose than it used to have. It used to not have that big of a purpose. Like, all I used to do in here, all I used to do was sleep. Like, that's all this room used to be, was just me sleeping. And now it's like I can hang out in here. It's like there's enough room on the floor. It's like because we don't have a table yet. There's enough room on the floor where I can actually sit and play games, like when we play Magic the Gathering, and we were playing one yesterday. It's a dungeon builder game that we got when we were at the mall the other day, and it's actually really, really fun. Also, thank you Twitch for like actually giving me encoding today. What an actual treat that is to not have to restart my Twitch stream 100 million times in order for this to actually get encoding. Also, another thing that's changed. I don't have the blurred background because I am now using a different camera. I was using this one over here. I was using this Logitech C920, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good webcam. I think the Logitech C920 is honestly a pretty solid webcam overall. Not bad picture quality or anything like that. 1080-30, it's what you would need in a webcam that's like that, like, it's high quality is what I'm saying. But I am a perfectionist. I am somebody who just like definitely I go too ham sometimes about how much I love frame rates. Like I can't get enough of having things at the highest frame rate at the highest resolution. Like I would push way more data into Twitch and YouTube if they let me. I mean, YouTube would let me, Twitch wouldn't. That's the problem. That's why this probably won't look as good as I want it to by the time it hits Twitch, but that's okay. But yeah, my camera is finally 60 frames per second now. Like, it's actually smooth now, which is something that I've wanted for so long. I've wanted my camera to match my gameplay for so long. And the thing is, I've used this camera before to do this exact thing, but it's just that I never, like, my phone stand that I had, it broke for whatever reason. That it broke, and then I just couldn't use my phone as a webcam anymore, so I went back to the webcam, which, you know, was fine. And this is like a bit of an awkward position because it's like my monitor is like right here, and then that like right there is where I mean, I could just show you, couldn't I? Could I show you? Probably. You know what? We're gonna break the illusion of me having immaculately crafted scenes here. No, my immaculately crafted scene. I broke it. That's okay. Here, we'll activate this. It's gonna like oh god. Oh jeez. Okay. So we'll shove this like in the corner here, and I can show y'all like what I'm talking about. So it's like we've got once it autofocuses a bit. Yeah, so there's my monitor there. And then there's the camera, the iPhone 6S that I'm using above it. That's how we're getting the that's how I'm doing this now. So it's like it's not right at monitor level like I would personally like to have it. Like I would love to have it just at monitor level. So that way when I'm looking at here, like my chat's over here, but if I want to like look at you as if I'm looking at you, the viewer, I have to look up, which is kind of weird because I like looking at how like nicely my stream has come together since Katie's made those visuals and everything. Like this whole stream is just looking so good now. But yeah, now I'm in this room. I even like Katie helped me fish a Ethernet cable through the wall. So it's like my router's out in the living room, and I've got like 100-foot Ethernet cable that I think Sam gave me at one point that just that I've been using for a while. And since they did run a cord into this room originally, when I first moved in, there was a phone line in here, and I'm like, I'm never going to use the phone line. Why would I ever use the phone line? So we took that out, and there's still a hole in the wall for it, like near the radiator, so we just shoved a cord through there so that I can wire my computer up in here. And this apartment is small enough that, like, this is the only thing in this room that actually needs to be wired up. Because I've got a Chromecast over here on my TV that's wireless, which I might actually move to the living room and get a wired adapter for it so that I can use it as, like, Steam Link or something like that, one of those things. But it's also possible that I could just use, like, a laptop with Steam installed to have it, like, go from this computer into that one. So we'll see what happens, honestly. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'm excited to be in here. Like, this gives me more of a reason to, like, keep my room clean. Like, I didn't have much of a reason before to, like, keep my room clean. Just because it was like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'll just step over it, and I will go to sleep in here, and then it's like I go and do something else the next day, it's whatever. But now it's like, I want to keep this clean so that the aesthetic on stream is nice, and also because I'm also going to be using this for VR in the future. I mean, once I don't know if that's the thing I'll do today. It might be a thing I do tomorrow, where I move my VR base stations from out in the living room to in here. But regardless, this is great. And my AC unit, my AC unit is right over there, so it's nice and cool in here. A nice solid 20 degrees, which I appreciate. It's kind of great. I'm really happy with how this goes. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're like, what the hell? What happened to the channel? Go to my latest video where I kind of talk a little bit more about why the channel's name changed. Because that's gonna be a big one. That's the big one for me, is like why the name changed and why I'm not Jonathan Higgins anymore. So if you're joining the stream on any platform and you're confused, why is it that the name changed? It's because, like, that video. Jonathan Higgins doesn't work for me anymore, and my actual name is Adam. Fun fact, you know. So it just felt like a natural evolution. Now the question is, what are we gonna play today? Because it's not just gonna be a just chatting stream today. We're gonna, like, actually play a game. We're gonna do some stuff. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to play today. Because, like, I've got Switch games that we could play. I've got, like, a whole bunch of stuff on Steam, but I'm just like, what is the vibe today? What are we feeling? Interesting that Discord isn't showing me as streaming today. I mean, I could probably just restart Discord and it'll probably go into streamer mode, which I probably should be anyways, but it's not like I'm entirely good at this. I'm like having fun, a lot of fun, just setting up how my stream looks. Like, that's been the, like, super fun bit. Okay, now it shows me as streaming. Now it's showing me as streaming on there. So, that's good. Just a matter of what to play. There's, like, quite a few things in here that are, like, kind of interesting that I might take a look at. You know, we could actually continue on with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, because that was something that I thought about continuing on with a little while ago, was the Stanley Parable. That would honestly be pretty good. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, Terraria. There's also a few that I haven't revisited in a while. Like, there's all the Lego games that I haven't revisited in a while. There's Besiege, that I haven't revisited in a while. There's quite a few that I haven't revisited in a while. Oh yeah, and I heard from like oh yeah, I found out on Twitter recently, like all the Nintendo stuff for Gary's mod is getting taken down. I don't know what it is with Nintendo and just being like really terrible about like all of their products that they used to have. Like just being like, oh, you know, we know that nobody's making money off this, but this is our IP and we want such strict control of it that we're not going to let someone have a character in Gary's mod that was created by I don't know. It's stupid. It's really, really, really stupid. But I mean, hey, that's copyright law or IP law and whatever. It's still stupid. I still think it's stupid, but you know, whatever. We can't really do much about it now, can we? We just gotta exist in this sort of weird thing. I don't know, there's a lot of things. Wait until like shit starts to become public domain. I mean, for Nintendo that'll basically be never, but you know, man can hope. Actually, yeah, let's fuck with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe a little bit. Like, let's do that. Let's get that opened up. Why not? I'm just gonna shove that in the corner. I'm gonna have to change shit on a bunch of YouTube. I'm gonna have to change stuff on YouTube, which will be a treat. But please enter current time. Oh right. Well, hold on. What is it? 4. It's 52, but it's about to be 53. How precise do I want to be on this? Well, you know, we've got 30 seconds. So while I load up YouTube to change the game on YouTube's streaming thing, we can wait for that to hit 4:53. Just wait for that to hit, and then we'll hit submit because we want to be accurate. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Great, you said an actual time and not just midnight. Yeah, that's right, I did. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I gotta change this on Twitch too. I would do it through like Restream, but Restream does not seem to like actually. Like I don't know. Restream is weird. Of course, I guess I have no way of knowing whether 4:53 is even the correct time. Heck, for all I know, it could actually be midnight right now. Tell you what, let's use another slider to get to the bottom of this. Extremely accurate. It's extremely accurate. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be said. It's good to collect data. I'm glad you think it is. Wish we had more sliders, but we have gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. If you say so. The Stanley Parable too. Oh, like the warped walls are weird. The warped walls are like very, very weird. Ah, damn it. Spilled juice on myself. Like, I wonder if it's just a matter of, like, I don't know how much new content they had, because it seems like every time I boot up the game, I'm finding something new. I legitimately just do not know. Well, let's see what we can find. I'm hoping that this is okay for volume. If someone wants to tell me if the game volume's okay, then awesome. Like, I'm hoping that it's okay. Hoping that everything here is good. The one thing that I've had to work with is, like, I've had to work with NVIDIA Broadcast just a little bit, because since I'm running an air conditioner and I'm trying to keep it like a decent temperature in here, I'm making sure that, like, my mic is loud enough so that if NVIDIA Broadcast takes a little bit off, that everything will be okay. But I think we'll be good. I think we're ready to get back into the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, even though it says the Stanley Parable 2. I don't remember if I was at any point in the game last time I played.
This is the story of a man named
You know what? It's
Stanley.
customary to watch this.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
employee number
427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. Oh, and then one day,
the Blake
something
Robinson
very peculiar
synthetic orchestra.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour.
An
when
hour.
He realized that not one
goddamn
single
hour.
order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed
I
up
do
to give him
wonder-
instructions. Call him.
Oh, I skipped it. That's fine. Okay, now the thing I'm curious about, and this is something that y'all will have to tell me at some point, is what corner you think the webcam should go in. Or what, not really the webcam, but the camera. The camera that I have here, what corner do you think it should go in? Because I'm not sure. All things considered, I'm not sure. Like, if it should go in this corner, if it should go in this corner. I don't really know. I'm tempted to keep it in this corner for now, though. It's just like, what could they have possibly changed in this? Like, what else have they changed that I didn't find last time we went through this game? That's what I'm not sure about. Because I know these balloons were part of, like, the content last time. Okay, that door does not seem to be doing anything.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't
Who
find a
farted?
trace of his co-workers.
Interesting. Intriguing. Number 1 dad. Okay, so then they're at home with their kids. Problem solved. That's where everyone is. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. I could almost read that. I'm trying to, but I don't think that's working currently. Well, actually, I don't think I can zoom in. I also can't jump up on the desk to get like a clear alias or unaliased look at it. So we're just gonna have to deal with that. I wish I could read more of these. I bet you somebody's probably posted them online somewhere.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Wait, have I gotten this already? I should check my... Where's my achievements for this? Top guides, playtime. Achievements. Oh, I've already gotten this achievement. Okay, it doesn't really matter then. The bucket. Now, the real get well someday. Get well someday. It's like, do I or do I not pick up the bucket? That's the question. Do I or do I not pick up the bucket? I would be tempted to pick up the bucket, all things considered. Bucket. We're taking the bucket.
Bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I still think that the camera works best in the corner, even though we do have the bucket. Maybe the bottom right corner is growing on me. You never know. Oh, I can almost get up on the desk. Wait. Not quite. Almost. Ah, fuck. Can I reopen that door? I can! Okay, so we got Garfield's mug over here. Alright. Like, I'm trying to remember. Like, I know there's an ending where you can play Minecraft or whatever. It's like where he's like, oh, you don't want to play my game? Why don't you play Minecraft or something like that?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know what? We will go to the door on the left. It's just like, where do I deviate? Where do I deviate from the path that the game wants from me?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
How to solve it. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings. Money. More money. I mean, I do want more money. That would be nice. The subscribe button is below, by the way. On Twitch. The subscribe button is also below on YouTube. Graphs about things and money. Graphs? things, but with more money to buy more things? The thing that's weird to me is that this projector, like, yeah, it's like doing projector things, but like, why are you, like, it's 2024. Why is this not digital? Why is this still like clicking with every new slide? Like, are you telling me someone took the time to like actually make a slideshow, put it onto slides themselves?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, I am tempted. But I think downstairs is like the... Oh, which ending is that? I don't remember which ending that is. I feel like that's the one where you just like go down to the car park and you start walking in circles. So I'm like... not super hyped to do that one. So maybe I won't. You know what? Let's go into the boss's office. Let's see where this takes us.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
This is true.
Even
the
now,
bucket does
in his
make me
darkest
feel
of
calm.
hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Oh, I was close. I knew it started with 2. But I couldn't remember what
But
exactly
Stanley
it
guessed
was.
the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Whoa!
Was the bucket
Where'd the
guiding
light
him?
go? Oh, there it
Yes,
is. Found it.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
It's weird hearing iPhone notifications and looking over at my Android and hearing them from that. Okay, no, there's nothing in this corner. Okay, so this is actually the only way I can go, right? I don't know. Let's see what happens. I forget how you get to, like, the Minecraft ending. I know it's stupid to want to go for that specific ending, but, like... excuse me. Like, I think that would be fun.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
I'm realizing
he would
that you
be
can-
right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm realizing that you can play this with one hand. Like, I can play this with just my right hand.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
See, I know what happens if I go that way. So... let's keep going this way. Let's see what happens.
The lights rose
If I...
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Ah, the bucket!
Everyone
The
in the
bucket!
office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything
I wonder
like
what the
this,
game
and it
exactly
very
has to
nearly
say
burst
about
into
being
tears as
monitored.
Stanley
Because, I mean, there's
cradled it
definitely...
gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
this game does talk a lot, like very like psychological things. So I'm like, what do they have to say about this specifically?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket.
I scream into the bucket.
His own life in someone else's control? Never!
Never!
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I trust this bucket with my life.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as
So
the
I'm
cold
gonna-
reality of his
I'm
past
gonna do
began to sink
what I
in,
haven't done in a
Stanley
while.
decided that this machinery would never again exist. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
Well,
Had
the
this
bucket,
been the
how
bucket's
could
plan
you?
all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
What the?
Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
What the fuck is the? Why is there birds? Okay, so we've got flamingos.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Sure.
The mind controls
Sure,
are only
that's
a
what
facade
this
to
is.
disguise its true intentions.
Ah,
Had the bucket
penguins.
known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands. The
You
one
are
who had
a
pointed him
genius,
towards
Bucket.
This incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Those
Of all the
wings do beat
possible
really
paths
fast.
his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Birds. I do like the birds. Okay, so that is new because I forget what used to happen when you played this game.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I think
What
you
could it
had to
mean?
run around
Stanley
pressing
decided to go
buttons
to
or
the meeting room.
something.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
This is true. This
And
is
here
true.
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Bucket is cool. I mean, the bucket unlocks new dialogue, so in that way, truly, the bucket
Truly,
really
being here
is
with the-
worth
no,
it.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
You can either go downstairs or down the elevator shaft, or it can go over here. Let's go over here.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
You don't know
Stanley
that.
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
I am ignoring the bucket.
And he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I ignore the bucket. Danger. Danger everywhere. That's so real, though.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the
Oh,
problem is
that
you
sign.
actually
I was like,
don't know
that
what
does
is a
not say
bucket
that.
And what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game.
I
if not
guess we'll
addressed
take care of the
quickly and
bucket.
properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. We're learning. Are we learning? Is this...
Now
oh, we
then,
played this.
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
I'm trying to
Okay,
see
let's
what
begin.
the rest of the room looks like.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket.
Yes!
Not an actual bucket.
Got it.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool, cool. That's good, that's good.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
But couldn't a 3D printed version of a bucket also be a bucket?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
How did you not?
Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What? You just said that it... You bitch. What?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Both what? Both what? Both what? What
Item-
do you mean?
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the
Isn't the
implication
world
that
a
nothing
bucket?
is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now
Honestly.
I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yeah, you are.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that.
It's
I'm
just
sorry,
a silly
but I'm going to
little
erase all
bucket.
buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go.
I liked my bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, Was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
That's
And
right.
you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Darn right,
Oh,
we're
this is
not.
Wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact
It is
that
nice
we
to
haven't
know.
got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay,
And
good.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Yeah, we want to make sure that people know about the buckets.
All of his
Okay,
co-workers
I
were
know
gone.
where I'm gonna go
What could
this
it mean?
time.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
keeping the
simply
bucket.
missed a memo.
We're keeping
A
the
good
bucket.
A strong bucket. A
I know where
humble
we're
bucket,
going
a
this time.
committed bucket. A bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind.
The bucket has
The
never
bucket
steered
was
me wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Nuh-uh. I want to go down. This game was made in the Source engine, right?
Oh, good, Stanley.
I need to know. Hold on. Was this game made like Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Game Engine? Oh, okay. So this is Unity. Oh, okay. I was like, where? I was like, what is this running on? Because
I'm glad you...
the original one did run on Unity. The original Stanley Parable did run on Unity. Or not Unity, Source Engine. This one
found
runs
your
on
way
Unity.
here. I knew you'd find this...
What
place
the
interesting.
fuck? What the fuck? What the ever-loving fuck is this?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Don't you diss
Yes,
the
I know
bucket.
I'm the one who gave you
Don't
the bucket,
diss
but
the
you're
bucket.
spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-da.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all
Hey,
about.
my music.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was
That
back
what?
then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Don't tell me I have to give up the bucket. If you say I have to give up the bucket, you're dead to me. I'm not giving up my bucket. This bucket means so much to me. You don't understand. Like, how is it that, like, every time I play this game, I manage to find something fucking new?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the
No!
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I disagree. I think this bucket is a
Can you guess
fantastic
what the
addition.
Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
There's got to be a way to disable the bucket destroyer.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
I don't want to destroy the bucket.
Explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see
You
that
don't
its
understand
desire
what
to
this
crush buckets
bucket
is so
means
densely
to
loaded
me.
with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about?
I
The Broom Closet?
refuse.
Certainly not.
I will
wonder
not
what
be
sort of
doing
Bucket
it.
Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
I
Quickly now, the
refuse.
fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans
I
what they
am
want.
the
Hurry and
fans. And I know what I want. I know what I want. The fuck is happening?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
It's not a character, it's a machine. I don't think a machine can be a character. All things considered. I don't think that's a thing, actually. What if I go down that route
All
again?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What if I go down that route?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's ignore the bucket. Let's go down that same route again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Well, that's just like our usual
The
dialogue.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So what happens
And
if
so
I
he
go down
detoured
here
through the
without
maintenance
it?
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I wonder if the game tracks whether or not you came down here first with or without the bucket.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Okay, this is base game. This is base game stuff.
From here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I
game
have
doesn't
ever said it was
care.
to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, I can hold.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, this ending.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
I've already seen it. It's fine.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
If you say so.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean?
What?
Stanley
So
decided
it
to
was-
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And now the bucket's gone. Now the bucket's gone. I didn't choose to take the bucket, and now I've lost the bucket.
When Stanley...
Oh, wait. Oh.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely
I was like,
restarted.
wait, did
the
I just
game over,
fucking
completely
get rid of the
fresh.
bucket?
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, why don't you know
It was right
this?
here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
I believe
Okay,
you.
then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, I can't go through that one. Let's do this one. Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Hey, you know, that is my inner dialogue most times. That is my inner dialogue. Wait, I recognize this. Oh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Did it
we
involve
just-
a bucket?
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No bucket. Still no bucket. The bucket is all I can think about. All I can think about is the...
Okay,
oh,
yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sure. If that's what you'd like. Oh, the coffee spilt. I can't find it. Where's this gosh darn story? Look, yeah, turn that off. No one's using that computer. Why are we wasting
I
energy?
knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Yeah. Ooh,
Now
a
this-
cottage.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize
Actually,
this
this
place
is
at
not a
all.
cottage.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I think it is, yeah. I think you're right. I
remember,
think that's where it
Stanley?
takes place.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Let's go!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you. I'm
Oh,
so
no.
happy.
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Oh, you
We
don't?
both
I
know you
feel
didn't put in
great.
any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
But I like the weird cabin thingy.
All right, I've
The
got a
adventure
solution.
line!
This
The
time,
adventure
to make sure
line!
we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable
Oh.
Adventure Line.
I
Just
love
follow
the adventure line.
How simple is that?
I love the Stanley Parable adventure line. I love the adventure line. Where's my
You see,
music?
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
I think so, because
Simply
it's
by
how
the
you
act
get
of
there.
moving forward,
Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
No,
Well,
keep
I'd
going,
like to
keep going. You're onto
apologize.
something. You're onto
Not sure
something.
where
dude.
I was going
You're onto
with all
something.
that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a
Yeah!
bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yes. This is very fern-like, anyways. Can I have my music back?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley
excuse
Parable,
me.
right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
I mean, this is
after
where the
everything
story
we've been
does end
through,
up.
Well, I can't
To
take
be
this
fair
anymore.
to the
hell with it.
line.
Restart.
To be fair to the line, that is where it does end up.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh,
Yes.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which direction? What door opened? Oh, that one opened.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
I
Go
want.
wild. Use
I
your
want to fight
imagination.
something. I want to
Whatever
fight
it
something.
might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want to fight something. Let me fight something.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Why is it also trademarked? Yeah, you better run.
Ah, a choice. We get to make
Better
a decision.
run.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead
Do I get
somewhere,
music,
which
though?
means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I don't remember what it... Oh, it opens out.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
I wonder how
You're telling
accurate
me
this timer
That's
is.
what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
After a long
So now,
time,
according
Stanley
to the
dies.
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall.
Lol.
Well, who
Oh,
consulted me?
I love
Why
his
don't I get
voice.
to decide?
It's so
Why don't
good.
I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Find a bookstore.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
It is a
I'm not
kind of
quite sure
story.
if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
I think
We'll
that
find
might
out,
be
won't
where we are.
Eventually.
That might be where we are.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh god, I hate that fucking... I know that noise happens and I forget every time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
The
the
bucket!
meeting. The embrace of an old friend.
Right!
A
I'm
withered
so
companionship
so
that
happy!
stands the test
The
of
bucket's
time.
back! Oh, Bucket, I missed you. I missed you, Bucket. I'm sorry I left you.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know what, for you, Bucket, I will. I will enter the door on my left, Bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What does this say? Does this say anything? I can't read what that says. What does that say? You know what? I need to figure out what this says. We're going to hit print screen. I'm going to open paint.net. And we're going to figure out what that thing says. Give me a moment. We're going to zoom in on this thing. We're going to figure out what it says. Oh, I still can't read it, even though I zoomed in on it. Like, hi, Lori, something first period, and all the cool kids are doing something, something. And there's like an owl on a bicycle? Yeah, I can't even zoom in close enough to like read that, even if I crouch down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Right?
All
In this
because he
economy?
believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
The bucket
And
would
then
think I'm crazy.
Something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy?
My bucket.
He asked the bucket.
My
The
friend
bucket returned
Bucket.
his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
It is
Now
very
he felt himself
odd.
floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the
Where's-
distance now, he heard.
Where's my
calling.
bucket?
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Dog Daytona,
Could it
welcome.
truly be?
Thank you for the
He rushed
follow.
forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his
Where-
special bucket.
Where's my
Come
bucket?
to me,
Oh, wait.
Stanley.
Oh, God, there's so
Find
many
me.
buckets.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
Which one of you are the bucket?
He froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day so far.
It was incredibly painful.
Oh my God!
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
The bucket. The bucket lore. The bucket lore.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
A woman named Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away,
doing okay. We're gonna get some stuff sorted. Heck yeah! I hope that's going well.
Bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a
just
narrator
wild to
describing
me.
all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
It's always waiting on the government, isn't it?
He'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
I feel that so hard right now, especially as a student.
She hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad
As a
of
student,
confusing
I
problems
really feel
she
that.
would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Once government stuff is sorted, then I'm going to do so many things at once. I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. It's just getting that one freaking thing done. And honestly, I feel that.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
I still love these balloons. Get well someday.
Centuries? Did something crucial
Someday
happen
get
while
well.
my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on. The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I have to sort out my 3D printer. We'll be here moving and prepping stuff. Ooh, 3D printer. I've only just started 3D printing a little bit. I don't have my own, but my university has one. So I was actually able to use it for a project to print out some miniature furniture I needed for a project. That was fun.
To the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket.
Some of them were too small. That was the problem. Some of them were too small, and I had to make them myself. Like I had to make something else out of just some card I had and some toothpicks. But yeah. I'm picking one up for under 300. That's not bad.
The employee lounge was simply the place to be.
That is not bad at all.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
I'm gonna attempt to do a few repairs on my fridge.
Yes, go. Good,
said the bucket.
Best of luck to you on the fridge thing. I don't think I could ever
now
actually
ride the lift all the
do
way
it.
to the top.
I would probably just call my dad.
Stanley did not
I
question
don't
why or
know
how
what
this
I'm
bucket was
doing.
speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here,
said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I love the voice that he does for the bucket. Oh, it's so good. For some reason, my fridge produce drawer has always been broken in some of the door slots, so I'll be trying to do repairs with the printer. Okay, that's the kind of repair I feel like I could possibly do if I had a 3D printer at home, at least. I was like, if it's anything to do with the mechanical bits of the fridge, I am calling somebody. But actually, that's a great use of a 3D printer, is repairing things like that. That's fantastic.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Pick up.
Okay. Last time I did this, I didn't pick up the phone.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
What do we got in here? I played the demo, Adventure Line. I went to the mind control facility and all I got was this lousy sticker. Wish you were here from the Freedom ending. Oh, interesting. This is actually kind of aesthetic. This apartment? I like this. This is quite nice. Wait. My bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press Y to take me to work with you. I need to attempt to see if I can make some feet for my server so that I can hold the weight of the server. I feel like you could. I mean, like, with dense enough plastic, right? Like, as long as it's, like filled in, I feel like it would be fine. Like, I guess it depends on how heavy your server is.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
I mean, you might as well give it a shot. I feel like it wouldn't be the worst idea to give it a shot and see what happens. Press N to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
Never gotten
to see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Where's my bucket? Oh, the bucket's here. Press Y to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think.
So at some point, I definitely do want to, like, actually build a server of my own. Like, I'd like to have a server in my house. I mean, I live in an apartment currently, but once I have a house, I would like to have a server in it. I have a whole home lab idea I want to do.
It
oh,
can't
hi, hon.
talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
I'm learning about the bucket. Don't listen to the loud man. Press B for us to go back home. The bucket is talking.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
I forgot I had the tongue emote. Where is the bucket, actually? Oh, it's on the stove. Press V to ignore anyone in your life except... Ooh, geez, bucket. Bucket, you're on some territory there, Bucket.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket.
You don't know the bucket like I do.
Bucket. Well,
you don't know the bucket.
It does have a nice shine to it.
I believe you're real.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
This is a very aesthetic apartment.
Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
What are you watching? Why is this just white? Bucket. To relive the same day with me over... Oh, Jesus, Bucket. Like, that's a little monotonous, don't you think? Don't you think, Bucket? Bucket, don't you think there's more to life than going to work and... Don't you think there's more, Bucket? What if there's art to be made, Bucket? Think about it.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket.
You don't understand. It's how the bucket makes you feel. A bucket can say nothing at all but make you feel so many things. That's the power of the bucket.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Oh my god.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
This
I
is
need
my-
it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
This is my bucket. You can't go back to work, Stanley. I don't know exactly what happened there, but like, goddamn, like.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
You're welcome. Where's my bucket?
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow.
Yeah.
Very lucky indeed.
I'm very lucky to have this bucket. I think this is a great bucket. The bucket that we've got
Stanley
here is
clutched
good.
The bucket tightly to his This was not the correct way to the meeting
This is
room,
such a good
but
bucket.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the... No, never mind.
Was this better than the...
bucket was
No.
wrong.
No.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I think that's what Stanley does.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Where are we at? Ooh, someplace different. Someplace different. There's some narrator dialogue. Narrator dialogue.
Okay, this is day number 295.
Why is he
Take
Australian now?
I don't even know. I've lost track.
Why is he Australian?
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything
about the bucket.
makes.
It's still about the bucket.
Euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's
fuck?
no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so
This is-
differently when this bucket is in my arms.
This is wild.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
That's why the bucket
It's
exists.
unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour
That's why it
with the
exists.
bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
Who's there?
What the f- What the fuck? The fuck is happening? Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were
Boxes
gone.
are here!
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
The
meeting
boxes
room.
are
Perhaps he
here!
had simply missed a memo.
Holy shit, all the boxes we ordered! All the boxes we ordered are fucking here. Jesus, there's fucking
It
boxes
takes a lot of
everywhere.
humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
You can't not find more things in this game.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the... This was not the correct way to the
What
meeting
happens
room.
if I go that way
Stanley
again?
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
What
to
happens
be.
if I go that way?
And here
again?
it was. Had the bucket turned
I'm-
out to
I'm-
be correct?
I'm so
Although,
convinced that
never
something
mind,
is
the
over
bucket
there.
was wrong.
I think something
Stanley
might
took
be.
the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, we're gonna go back.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Just want to know. It's like, is it the same thing? Is there more? Is there more to know about the bucket? Is there more to know?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
Hey, we already...
The longer I study this bucket,
Hey, we've already learned that about the bucket. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, maybe this time
Stanley
we will...
cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace.
Maybe we
Protective,
will go
yet
to the meeting
delicate.
room this time.
Assertive, yet compassionate.
The music's changed.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, we will go towards the office this time.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Imagine like an office actually looking like this. I don't know if I could.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Hey, I'm intrigued. Can I get anything different down this way?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
No, we're going down this way.
The door behind them was
I've
not
made
shut.
my decision.
Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I've made my
At
decision.
this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yeah, there's just all kinds of questions about what kind of building this is every time I play this game.
Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Nah, I didn't.
Farewell, Stanley.
I like the bucket.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death. It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Oh my god, is this a bucket museum? Oh, hold on, we gotta read this. You were standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Yeah, I can see it. I could definitely see it. A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death for just attempting it. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've seen the Bucket Museum before. Inferno Bucket. A replica of the Inferno Bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. Well, we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. How long did it take for them to put this entire thing together? So it's getting really cold in here. Is my AC just like blaring? Is it really that warm? Oh my god.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
This piece symbolizes a necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. That's so real. Can I go back? Oh. I grabbed the bucket.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander.
All hail the
world,
bucket.
A new vision.
Blessed be the bucket. Okay. That might be what I end up doing for the Stanley Parable. We might switch games. I think that's what we might do. We might switch games here. I've played a fair bit of the Stanley Parable. So that's going to be what we're going to do. We're going to switch games here. But I am going to go get something to drink, because I am a little bit thirsty. So I wonder if I could just add like a... This is not going to be very good. I'm just going to add a BRB thing. I don't remember what font this is. I don't remember what my new font is. What is my new font? What is my new font? It's Peralta. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some more of something to drink, and we will be right back with more of the stream and a different game that I will try and figure out while I am out getting something to drink. So I'll be right back. I will see you all in just a few minutes. Indeed, blessed be the. Isn't this just a bucket? Isn't this just a glass bucket? Think about that. Think about that while I go and get something to drink. I will be right back, everybody. Alright, I have returned. Now, we're gonna quit the Stanley Parable. And we're gonna figure out what game we want to play next. I have a couple of ideas. And I think we're gonna do a little bit of a vote, maybe. So I've got a couple ideas. Possibly some Super Mario Odyssey or some Lego Harry Potter. These are both games that I want to play, and part of me is leaning towards Lego Harry Potter, but I'm also like Super Mario Odyssey could be fun because I haven't played it in a while. So that's the choice that we need to make. Either Lego Harry Potter or Super Mario Odyssey. I think what I might do is I'm going to put this in a poll. Maybe Mario? Yeah, I could do Mario. Let's do some Mario. I think I've got art here. Okay, we'll put Mario Kart in the Odyssey one for now. I'll leave the Lego Harry Potter one for us to play together. I have Lego Harry Potter on the Switch, but I also have it on PC. Okay, now it's just about getting set up. Where's I have a cord here. There should be a cord back here. There it is. Found it. Because I have a cord that I'm going to plug into my headphones so that I can get audio from my Switch and from my microphone at the same time. The one thing it is going to do is it's going to be a little weird for me audio-wise, but that's okay. Let's change some stuff over. Okay. I'm gonna switch my game over to Odyssey here. And then we're just gonna change stuff on my YouTube side, just so that everything's accurate. And then we'll get started. We'll play that for a little bit. I'm really liking this new stream setup in this room. I think this is all fun. Like this looks great. And I've got like my phone camera back. Like this looks fantastic. It's nice and cozy in here. And air conditioned. I'm gaming at a very nice temperature right now. Super Mario Odyssey. Save changes. Okay. Now I just gotta change stuff in my gameplay capture. I just gotta enable the Elgato, and I think we should be good to go here. In theory. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's there. Yeah, I'm going to be playing with the Pro controller because I think that's the better way to play this game, all things considered. I like the Pro controller.
Super Mario Odyssey!
playing in VR. That's weird. Like, I guess with like that weird like Google Cardboard ass thing that they were doing. Odyssey it's an interesting game. I don't know. I feel like at some point I should restart. I should see where I'm at in the game and see if it's worth just like restarting. Next objective, collect more power moons. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is where we're at. Like an amiibo thing. Koopa free running. I don't remember much about this game, to be honest. I think technically I beat it already. Like, I beat the main game. And I beat the final boss. Oh. Okay, I already got that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Oh, well. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch up anymore. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch up anymore. I already screwed this up. I don't know if... Where am I going? Where am I going? No, I don't think I know where I'm going at all. You know, let's go back to the Odyssey. Let's, like, go explore something. The Odyssey needs 90 more. For what? What does the Odyssey need more for? I thought I completed the game already, so I thought I had every place I could go to. Yeah. You know what? Let's go back to like the iconic one that's like the New York one. Because why not? I haven't been back to this for a while. And there it goes. Yeah, I feel like to truly like experience this game again, I feel like I'd need to restart. To like fully understand everything that I should know or remember, and just can't because it's been like so long since I've played this game. Maybe there's so much, maybe there's stuff about this game that I just remember looking so much different than it actually ended up looking. there a way to remember, like, if you've gotten all the power moons in any particular world? That's the thing I'm unsure about, is like if there's any way to really know. Well, let's go in here. Let's see what this X thing is. Doesn't seem like there's anything left to do here. Damn. Okay, so I know that I at least have done stuff here. Okay, I've got whatever this thing is. Doesn't seem like there's anything left to do here. It's hard to know, like, where I get, like, extra moons from, because I can't, like, I sure as hell cannot remember where I have been. Okay, that's not how you get back down. Oh no, like 10 coins. Oh, that did actually make me lose part of the health I had. Doesn't seem like there's anything left to do here. Can I go out this way? No? Everyone else can go into the void, but I can't. Why can't I go into the void, huh? Kind of rude. I'd like to go into the void. There's like an X here, so I'm like, what does that X mean? Oh! Oh, you fuck. Well, now I have to figure out how to get that. No! I mean, I can just get to the top of that building, right? Like, that should be easy enough. Just get to the top of this. Yeah. Yeah, that should be easy enough to get. So how many are left? Can't. I'm assuming it's all the X's that are on here are all like power moons to collect. That is my assumption. So let's try. Let's see if we can do it. Let's get some moons. There's apparently 2 over here. Can't get in there. Are they on top of this building? Let's go around it and see. I mean, there's like a thing here. Can I go in here? Yep. Okay, so... Oh, I'm gonna have to remember how to do parkour all over again. Oh, okay, it wants me to... Oh shoot. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. No! I had an idea for a moment. Like, for a moment... Oh, that's the thing with me in these games. It's like, I am, like, god-awful at parkour. Like, it just won't happen for me some days. Like, unless I really super understand the system, it's like, that is not happening. I've already gotten that. The one coming that I can grab? I feel like I need to get up more. Hi, welcome to the stream. Thanks for bleh, I can't speak apparently. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. How do I get up? I feel like there's something in that. Maybe I didn't need to come all the way up. Oh fuck. Well, down we go. Down we go. I think I know where I might need to go. Because they said a moon or two in here, and I think there's supposed to be like 2 moons in this space. I think there's 2 moons. Yeah, that's the one. But they said there's like at least 2, I think, in here. So I'm like, where else could one be? Where else in one could... What else? Where else could there be one in here? Ow. Is it up there? No way that that's the only one I've missed. Actually, we can exit down here. So let's exit and come back in and see if it says again that I need to go back in. Okay, it says there's still one left. Doesn't seem like there's anything left to do here. Okay, so I've gotten the last one in here. Then what is this yellow X that it's pointing me towards? There's something like on top of the building? I feel like there's gotta be. That's the only logical explanation. If there's nothing left in there, it's gotta be like at the top of the building someplace. Oh, don't tell me I have to beat you. Ah, I don't like these Koopa free-running things. I'm not good at it because it's like fast parkour. And I'm not good at parkour. Bruh. Okay, you want me to stretch? I'll stretch. There we go. Big stretch. Actually, that really... my back. My back! Okay. Excuse me. Oh my god. You know what? We'll try. This is like, I think, one of the last ones I can get in here. Oh god. I forgot how to jump! Oh god. No! Ah. You know, I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do any of the racing ones. I'm not good at parkour going that fast. Okay, what other ones are there? Because there's like Cooper. What do you mean there's like 2 here? There's like 2. Yeah, there's 2 here. Apparently on top of this building. I think. I can't look up enough. Oh. Okay, we're going in here. Apparently there's 2 in here. Oh god. Oh, fuck off. god, oh god, get back on top. Get back on top. Oh fuck, I hate these. Oh god, and oh, do I have to jump? Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh god. Oh jeez. No, please. Oh, do I have to break that? Oh, I have to be one of those dudes and jump across and break it. Oh, fuck. Okay, give me a good camera angle. No! You fuck! No! Ah, see, I'm not good at parkour! Why is it making me do parkour? Why is there no checkpoints? This game's so mean. Fuck. I'm really not good at parkour. Why can't it just be like hidden or something? Oh god. No. Why? I think I know why I think this, like, I think parkour is the reason I stopped playing Mario games. Actually, it's the reason I've stopped playing a lot of games. It's just because, like, I cannot judge distance. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best. This is all just coins. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Ah! I have to deal with you mid-swing now? Oh, good. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Yes! Yes! Ugh. Perfect. Okay, and that's the 2 moons, I think, that are in this place, so let's just get the hell out of there. Yeah, that's the 2 moons I needed to get from there. I think the other 2 that are left are in this world are just speed trials that I really don't want to do. Yeah, I think probably, like, Yeah, because that's a time trial. RC car challenge. Actually, maybe the RC car one. Maybe I might be able to do that one. Let's warp here. Let's try the RC car one. I think that's one I could do. The other one, I'm not so sure. The other one, I'm not so sure. I've already gotten this. Maybe this isn't the RC car challenge I'm thinking about? Is it you? Oh, it's in here.
Wind's
26? Hello, Ethan. Welcome to the stream. Okay, who do I have to... Really? You're not even gonna let me get over that? Okay, I'll have to do this a few times, but I think I might be able to get this. I think I might be able to get this. Okay. I think we can improve. I think there's still room for improvement here. I think I can still get this. I do not speak Spanish, no. Oh, damn, I'm not gonna be able to get under 26 seconds. Bye-bye, hun. Hope you have a good time playing Hunt with Somnus. Good, because neither do I. Cool, perfect. Glad we've established that. Oh, I was close. I was close. I was very close. Let's keep going. I think at some point I'll be able to do this. Ah! Are you also streaming on Twitch? I am, yeah. So you can watch wherever your heart desires. Wherever your heart desires. 'Cause some people prefer YouTube, some people like Twitch. It's an individual taste. I like YouTube because like my Twitch or my streams and my videos are in one place and my music and everything. But some people like Twitch just because it's streaming focused. But I'd like to be able to like enable like, hey, did I do it somehow? Oh, I have to get it under 26 seconds. Yeah, some people like Twitch more. I would like to be able to have channel memberships on YouTube eventually, which is why I'm also doing it on here. Because I'd like to be able to accept channel memberships and those kinds of things at some point. I don't know, have everything on one platform eventually, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what takes off, or if anything takes off. I'm not wicked, like, set on making sure that YouTube's, like, my full-time career kind of deal or whatever, but I just do it for fun. We have fun here, honestly. I'm getting so close. Because Twitch is where I've got my emotes. I'd like to bring them over to YouTube eventually, but YouTube has like a higher threshold on what they want you to have in order for you to get emotes. Like you have to hit such much higher goals on YouTube in order to receive those things. Like on Twitch, they're just like, yeah, get 3 viewers and you're fine. And you can multi-stream as an affiliate now, which is wild. Like, that was something that used to not be a thing, but you can do that now. Hey! Yes! I think I got it. I got it. Yes! I don't know. The one thing that I like about YouTube as opposed... Unfortunately, I do have to go. I have sub. Do you have a streaming schedule? I don't have a streaming schedule right now. Like, you can join, like, the Discord that I have if you want to be notified. You could follow me on things. It's just because I'm in university. I'm not, like, always able to go live every single day, but I try to make it around this time if I can. But just on my socials is the best place to get notified. But I appreciate you dropping in. Super appreciate it. And I appreciate the sub. Hopefully I'll see you around again. Yeah, the Discord is the, I think, honestly one of the best places to go if you want to be notified of things. That's just like the Discord for like the group, the like sort of entertainment group thing that I'm a part of that my friend Katie started. Technically, it's also like our music label, which is kind of cool. The Odyssey needs 85 more. That's a lot of more. Absolutely, Ethan. I appreciate you stopping in, and hope the rest of your day goes well. And hopefully I'll see you in the future. Mushroom Kingdom. Let's see what we can find. We'll do a few more in here. I think we'll try and find a few more. collect more power moons? It doesn't look like there is any. Okay, never mind. Different one. Different. Yeah, let's try the Cap Kingdom. We could just go in order and see and find a few more moons for today at least. See what we can find. Excuse me. Actually, I don't know if you can hear that because of the noise suppression that I have to put on the mic because of the AC running in the room. Hey, this one apparently I'm all good on too. Maybe I should just do... let's do Seaside. See if we can find one in Seaside, maybe. That could be good. I'm very curious, for those who joined on YouTube, where... how y'all found this. Because I know YouTube's, like, recommendations for streams, like, have changed in recent years, because there used to be, like, a YouTube gaming thing. Where there would be like gaming streams and you could sort by like least to high or high to least or whatever and find things that way, but I'm just gonna assume that that's not like I don't know how people find streams on YouTube these days. I forget what this thing is. Hear something. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's find a few more of these. Where are we at? Oh, they're like all far away. Is there a place? Oh, I can warp here. Okay. So there'll be a couple over here we can grab. Oh, geez, that one's like a weird time trial thing. Well, let's try this thing. Let's try this. Let's just get one more. We'll probably get one more. I'm getting a little tired and I would like to just chill and relax a little bit. Ooh, heart container. Okay, we'll take that. We take those. Maybe if I jump into this thing? Wait, How do I go down? There it is. Hell yeah, we got it. Alright, we're gonna save. Where's my ship? There's my ship. Okay, now I know there's lots left here to get, so we can definitely do that again at some point. We'll come back and we'll get more of these. Couple more moons for that. Yeah, that is probably that's gonna be it for today, I think. It's been a very fun stream. It's been fun re-exploring like the Stanley Parable and doing and getting a little bit back into Mario Odyssey. I think we might have to revisit this properly again at another point and like really get into it. But for now, that's all we're going to do. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go and just do some relaxing. I'm going to see... Let's see if there's anybody on Twitch that we can raid at the moment. And none of my friends are live at the moment. So that'll be all for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone on Twitch who came and watched. Thank you to everyone on YouTube who watched and subscribed today. I super appreciate it. I will see you all very soon, I'm sure, because until I go back to school on May 1st or 2nd, like, I've got a bit of time to kill. So thank you all so much. I will see you all later. Do not forget to drink water. Farewell for now.